Salve, salve galerinha, espero que estejam todos bem por aí. Bora aí para mais um vídeo no Baldurs Gate 3. Caso você ainda não seja inscrito no meu canal, considere se inscrever aí e sinta-se à vontade para interagir com o meu conteúdo, beleza? Nesse vídeo aqui, vou ver qual que é o próximo prédio que vai estar lá para eu dar uma olhadinha. E vamos seguindo explorando aí, né? De casinha em casinha nós chega lá. Bora lá.
So you wormed your way into the devil's lair, risked mind, limb, and freedom, all to steal the Orphic hammer. I hope your ambitions end there. I have already told you that the Githyanki prince only wants to see you dead. But it seems you still do not trust me.
Open the prism. I trust Gith's heir over a wretched geek.
No. His domination is what keeps you free. You know this already. Still, you would test our alliance. You are falling into the same trap as the Chosen. Their distrust of one another is their undoing. We must not make the same mistake. We must work together.
Tá certo. Mas será que eu posso confiar no Imperador? Porque, né? Não sei. Minha última run aí eu não fiquei do lado dele não. E ele quis me bater. Posso até cooperar, mas confiar em você nunca.
I'm disappointed to hear that. Nonetheless, our fates are bound. And in the absence of a happier union, I will accept a useful one. You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
Beleza, então. Bora caçar esse Elder Brain aí.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Credo. Nem imagino como é que ela deve estar se sentindo isso aí.
Damn, it's good to be alive. Blackest will be done. Never a dull moment. Very well.
E aí, você tá sabendo da minha excursãozinha lá?
I want to have a word.
Trips to the hells are usually one way, especially when the traveler causes the kind of trouble you did. I knew you were a thief, didn't realize you were a killer. Raphael's death is already causing quite a stir across the hells. It's a rare thing for a mortal to slay a devil of his stature. I'm impressed, and just a little bit intimidated. Your coin is always welcome here. And so are you, Devil Slayer.
Oh, pode crer. Deixa eu ver seus itens de novo, que eu nem
Welcome
lembro.
back, Devil Slayer. What can I do for you?
Só vou querer isso. Valeu.
Now you...
Valeu, valeu, valeu. Tô vazando. Bora descer aqui então. Parte de cima já foi tudo.
got a tip for you, mate. Don't believe everything you read.
Tá bom.
What are you staring at, pal? You dropping eaves? Get gone!
Ô, vontade de dar uma rajada de fogo nesse cara. Deixa ele. Cidadãozinho aí. Ah, com a malta.
It was another day in the City of Lies, Baldurs Gate, where the people begged for justice until they starved. Two heroes were fated to cross paths that day. Their eyes met. Destiny was calling. Strangers? Only in a fool's definition of the word. It was the start of something incredible. Two heroes on the hunt for justice. No matter the cost, all the Tall One had to do was say yes. The Tall One had failed the first test. They lacked caution. The cat could have just as easily been a foe as a potential friend. Perhaps it was simply not meant to be.
Achei que você ia se juntar ao meu time.
As the superior officer, I think I'll delegate all the sentry shit to Gonfalon and catch me a nap.
Move along, citizen. Nothing to see here.
Ok. Vou ver primeiro essa casa aqui, depois eu entro aí nessa torre pra ver o que tem dentro.
I was hoping to bump into you sooner or later. I've heard about you. I know the so-called savior of the city has taken an interest in you. One thing I've learned, real saviors never label themselves as such.
Menos nada.
Godspeed.
Come get... All right there, Chief? Can I interest you in...
Vamos ver se tá falando de mim agora. Mas você só vende esse, cara? Esses NPCs eu já falei com eles, né? Vamos lá. O que nós temos aqui? Ah...
I know you. So you made it out of the Underdark. More than I can say for Balin. That noble stock you gave me helped, though. It's what keeps the customers coming. Bloody fungus is all that keeps our candles lit. Well, it's a lot quieter without him bumbling about the place. He was on the slow fade out anyway. He was a terror most of his life, you know. Mean, drunk. Got a few scars I could show you that'd make you wince. When he got sick, I was grateful for the relief. But so angry, too. We both of us deserved better than life gave us. Now he's off in the City of Judgment, probably wasting away unclaimed. The old heathen. And I'm here. Alone.
Ó, tanto de gente sorteira aí, ó.
Take your pick.
Parece que a voz dela tá até triste. Valeu. Deixa eu ver aqui o que é. Aqui é o meu inventário antigo que eu vendi os trem. E aqui. Beleza. Valeu, senhora.
I'll give it a shot.
Nós estamos aqui. Esses aí eu já falei com eles. Esse cara aqui eu não lembro se eu falei.
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into...
Falei. Agora vamos descer mais por aqui, só talvez. Pode ser, né? Conversar com esses NPCs aqui.
We're not lost. Just taking in the view before continuing on our way.
The lower cities are bloody warren. I'm surprised anyone can find their way around.
Vamos ver o que rolou.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Bastard dwarf red shirt.
The corpse remains silent.
Oh,
It does not know.
Connor. Dollar.
Making me soup. Ruined now. Limbs locked up and hand cut off. Killed. Murdered.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Essa roupinha eu achei lá na Casa da Esperança. Achei ela legal. Deixa eu arrombar esse alçapão.
It will happen. Nothing hurts anymore.
Vai ficar alguma coisinha ali interessante pra nós.
Walking death.
E esse gigante aqui?
Huge. And is that a burning heart?
O braço do palhaço.
Hound's arm. Dribbles, no doubt.
anything of use?
Copper for your thoughts?
Acho que era só a mão mesmo. Tinha aqui o braço do palhaço. E tem essa porta, né? É, não tinha mais nada. Deixa eu ver o que eu posso largar aqui. Largar isso e isso. Aí, pronto. Eu passei por aqui.
Get out of our alley. Go on, before I might you.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Que lugar é esse?
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
On the half-orc's finger, you notice an unusual ring. Heavy and with a strange symbol carved on its surface.
Scurry away, good book, before I crush you.
You recall seeing this symbol on crates marked for Nine Fingers Keen, leader of the guild. The thug works for her.
Oi! Stop staring. Start walking. Last chance. No need for violence, friend. Just doing my job. People think they can sneak past me. Fists, adventurers, journalists. Gotta be on me guard. Come, I'll take you to the guild hall. Nine Fingers is inside. In you go, before I change my mind.
Who let you through? That grunt? Bloody idiot.
Here's the Nine Fingers. Good luck.
Esse cara é barra pesada, hein? Fazer uma churrasquinha aqui no ar livre.
If I were you, I'd turn around and walk right out of this alley. Now!
Esse papelzinho de velino aqui, o que nós faz com ele?
This ain't a public rooftop. It's mine, so piss off.
Foi mal, cara. Só curioso. Entrar dentro dessa casinha. E não vão se importar se eu quebrar, não, né? Acabando já meus trem.
Must lug my guts through this hell. What's inside?
Certo, bora entrar aí nessa guilda agora. O que nós desenrola lá dentro?
If not over, then through. Better not be cursed.
This is supposed to be the greatest fest hall under the city. So where's all the bloody fun?
Sei não.
The Guildhall has one rule. All crime stays in the city streets, where it belongs. Break this rule, and you die.
Oh, you rancid bastard. See? Mine's fresh.
Welcome to the Guildhall, Faerun's finest festival, as long as you're not sober.
Or able to smell.
Esse porquinho aí.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketteric's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal. Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief. You bloody idiot! You can kill half the devils in the house for all I care, but Raphael was my patron. He made promises. This is just a hiccup, though. I'll still run this city one day, with or without Raph, and when I do, my guild won't look on you too kindly.
Se tu fosse adulta, tu ia receber a rajada. Como é criança, não morre, né?
Oh, you
well,
or able.
De novo esses porquinhos andando aí.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous owners no longer have a use for them. Got me? Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling?
Isso aqui é bom. É essa capa aí que tava faltando pra Lesel. Pode pôr isso, pode pôr. Valeu.
Shunta!
Agora sim.
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild, a loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
Can't say I've heard of you. Spare me the story behind the name. I'm sure it's very scary. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zhentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. You won't. The Black Network is working for us. The Guild is hardly a soft target, but we're not set up for the turf war the Stone Lord set on fighting. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic.
Okay.
Your eyes are going to want to wander all over this gold. It's only natural. Just make sure it stops at your eyes, aye?
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the Guildmaster. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. Very kind of you, sir. I'll be dedicating the next keening elven ballad to you. You look like the type to enjoy one.
You won't find much fun here today. Guildmasters batten down the hatches till the Stone Lord problem's dealt with.
Guildhall is not what it was. No gambling, no blood games, not even a pissy little peacock fight. Bored.
Tá querendo bagunça.
You can get near anywhere in the city from here without seeing daylight. Once you don't mind the tangy smell of sewer.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Look now, the Guildmaster's little hunt is bringing all sorts of new faces out of the woodwork.
Beleza, acho que eu já falei com quase todo mundo aqui. Ainda falta esses.
Don't give me that squinty side eye like all those paranoid guildies. Nine Fingers is well respected in the Zhentarim. If the Stone Lord's pressing in on her territory, we're here to help. Missed the welcome parade, did you? Hugging, tears. It was just lovely. True, we've been better liked in towns we bloody conquered, but it's hard to blame Nine Fingers. On top, undisputed for years. Then you have to call the likes of us in to protect you from some shithead calling himself Stone Lord. I'd be embarrassed too.
Do you hear the Harpers were half wiped out? We should be sticking the last of their bleeding hearts stead of guarding this place.
Keen might look down on the Zentarim, but she'll be glad of us once the Storm Lord comes knocking.
Lugario.
Uniform's a bit patchy, I know. I was Flaming Fist. But the writing's on the wall there. The Steel Watch will be snatching up our contracts in no time.
Go on. Technically, I'm supposed to be on watch.
Maybe that's why this Stone Lord is pushing so hard. He wants Keen's underroads all to himself.
Hmm?
Anel opaco.
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament openly walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
No distractions, mate. Nine Fingers has me watching over Pierre Priss here. Wants her friends in Parliament close, with this new Duke making moves.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer?
Tecido embriagado.
Bare hands.
Então eu quebrei logo na cozinha.
What, Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Are many children old enough? If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. Of course. I knew you were expected. The Guild is this city's first and last line of defense. It's only natural that we watch the gates for anyone interesting. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. I was planning to soften you up a bit first, but... straight to business then. Of all the pains in my arse the Absolute was delivered, one in particular keeps growing. A new gang boss who calls himself the Stone Lord. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. He's a prick, whoever he prays to. We know where he plans to hit next. A little operation the guild have running in the city's counting house. Likely my crew has it in hand. Snare set, ready to draw it tight. But I like a little certainty. And you've dealt with bigger bastards handily enough. Might be more accurate to say the guild is the city's bank. We bought them out years back. Perfectly legitimate. As I said, I like a little certainty. Obliged. Shouldn't pose any problem for you. In return, if I can offer aid, information, just ask.
Vamos ver.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. We don't. The Zentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall door, but times change. The guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. I had no intention of leaving my city in the Dead Three's hands. Definitely not leaving it to some slimy shit that doesn't even have hands. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything?
Só isso, minha querida.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
Assume nothing.
Consegue destravar aquilo, assim?
A simple task. Not one false move. Unseen. Onward. A minor hindrance.
Roubando a guilda. Troca. Deixa eu equipar esse. Antes disso. Boa.
Should have worn better boots.
Ficou parecendo um Power Ranger.
With haste.
Aí não, né? Power Ranger era foda.
An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Agora eu abro aqui e já era. O esgoto tá exploradíssimo. Deixa eu levar o martelo órfico por vós, já que eu tô aqui mesmo.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer? Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not.
Por que, Imperador?
When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together we will fell the Elder Brain.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Certinho.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Geich. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free. Very well.
Nada a declarar. Beleza. Vamos subir de novo. Onde é que eu tava?
What's hiding here?
Voltar pra lá. Podia ter um cavalinho, né, pra andar mais rápido. Tá bom. Aí nós já exploramos a guilda. Falamos com o pessoal lá, pegamos uma missão, né? Fomos lá comprar um talo nobre e achamos uma parte do palhaço. Vamos ver aqui o que tem mais pra baixo ainda. Abrir essa porta aqui. Daquele jeitão. Não tem nada aqui.
Very well.
Fireworks never hurt anyone. That's just what grown-ups say to make us not want to play with them.
12, 13, 14. Oh, rats! I'm short.
Querendo comprar um track.
Felogyr's fireworks. Once it's lit, you commit.
That smoke powder smell. It smells so good.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Felogyr always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Felogyr's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers. Have you tried the lanternese? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste? Oh, heavens, no. Not with him. I work for him, as I do for all of my most loyal customers. Fabulously charismatic man, though. Tips well. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, well, why didn't you say? See for yourself. Remember, and if it's not a...
Me deu uma flecha do estrondo de trovão. Isso aqui é só uma bomba forte? Você tá doido. Até arrepiei.
Any torches, matches, wizards, or other sources of open flame, keep them unlit, please.
head on up. Your uncle is waiting for you upstairs.
Another friend of Felogyr? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits, password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra then? Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only.
Isso aqui é boa, hein? Só que eu tô sem ouro.
Don't jostle it.
Employees only, past dear. If you're expecting any packages, they'll bring them down to you.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Steady. Can't afford steady on a critical pipe. Any spillage and they'll be picking my teeth out of the roof.
Faster than it breaks.
Well, where's an apprentice when you need one? Down. 8, 9, 10. Good. All fingers intact.
Not everyone's You've set foot in a restricted area.
Ah, vamos. Já que é pra fazer esse trem, vamos fazer logo.
No holding back.
Lutinha, lutinha. Morreu. Quase.
Another step forward.
Mandar bola de fogo. Engacei. Agora é a hora da flechada, né? Foi mal aí se vazou alguma tosse, pessoal.
This is your end.
Ah, cancelou porque ela me viu. Tô desativado, Lesão? Ah, não.
Put him up.
This is my time. Path.
Up. Ought to do it.
Fechar aqui para não vir nenhum punho, né? Já cansei de brigar com os punhos. Beleza. Dá um check-up em todos. É. Beleza. Agora lá embaixo. Que regaço.
I'd love to, thanks.
Abre aí pra nós.
Simple task. Where am I? What's going on?
Moving ahead.
Tá cheio de armadilha aqui também. Certeza, né? Por que não?
Better not die on me.
Com toda certeza tinha que ter umas traps.
Indolence breeds madness. No simple task.
Father, they will die for you. Light on my feet.
Opa.
Here goes nothing.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette. Awful.
Just until he has somewhere better to go. Little un found his folks gutted. Didn't see it happen though, thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this. It's a tragedy, yeah. But it's not like we can look after him.
Foda, né?
up a discussion.
Don't worry about the smell, citizen. Probably just the drains. Nothing to concern yourself with.
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shantia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
Beleza.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
A Sylvie aqui. Ela tava lá no santuário, druida.
Ah, you look like someone who can probably read. Can I interest you in a copy of the Baldurs Gazette? Please buy one.
Ok.
Thank you. My first sale. I can't wait to tell Mole.
É massa ajudar essas crianças lá do acampamento. O baú é roubado.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gordash has got to be paying them out some fees.
Deixa eu botar um trem bem aqui, ó. Jote de ouro. Beleza. Cadê a praia?
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son. Anything would help. Any amount at all.
Uai, tu não pediu?
I feel a little dizzy.
Achei que ela ia pedir uma quantia de ouro aí, tá? Fornecia. Que isso, mas alto, bolada, hein?
What's this?
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
Eles vão receber menos dano de fogo. pela umidade. GG.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
Opa, ganhei ouro ainda.
Gods, do they stink? Should mind my step.
Did you see? They popped up out of the water all around me. Bitch Queen's mercy.
Well, that could have gone a lot worse. Thanks for that.
Gods, all we wanted was a nice dockside walk, not an unscheduled menagerie visit.
Ai, tu exagerou, parceiro.
Thanks again for dealing with those Sawagan. You saved more than just my livelihood. A bit quieter after the Sawagan attack, but that's to be expected. Loyal customers will be back. Fish mainly. The Flaming Fest commandeer the best stuff, but I can show you what I've got. Watch yourself.
Did you hear this was the best place to buy fish in the city as well? Seems they neglected to mention the sea devils.
I should speak up.
That was incredible! And just think what a story it'd make when fish fight back.
Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in on a private chat.
Ok.
Oh, I saw you fighting those monsters. You were magnificent, I think. I mean, I couldn't really see from where I was, but I bet you were.
Let's see what this does.
Philgrave's Mansion.
Belezinha. Bom, pessoal, esse vídeo ele vai ficando por aqui. Muito obrigado a todos aí que acompanharam. E até a próxima. Valeu demais.